We'll call this meeting to order. Will you join me in the flag salute? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call please.
Well, actually, first,
We
let's
have to
do the oaths of office.
swear some people in.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and then, so I'll do
You gonna do the swearing?
Jim's, and then he will do the other two swearing.
Can we just short circuit that? Do it all at one time?
Well, you could do those two, but I have to sign for the oath administrator on yours.
The clerk has to sign, okay.
Yeah, sorry. So, you wanna do yours first?
Sure.
Since you're the mayor.
Let's swear him in first.
Yeah.
Otherwise the rest won't be legal.
Oh, you just gotta swear him in right now.
Okay.
Okay, so, you gotta raise your right hand. Okay. I, James L. DeVere, do.
I, James L. DeVere, do
Sorry.
swear.
Do affirm that I am a citizen of the United States of America and
That I'm a citizen of the United States of America
the state of
and
Washington.
the state of Washington.
That I am legally qualified to assume the office of mayor of the town of South Cle Elum.
That I am legally qualified to assume the office of mayor of the town of South Cle Elum.
That I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
That I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the state of Washington.
and the state of Washington.
And that I will faithfully,
And I will faithfully,
diligently,
diligently,
and impartially perform the duties of this office,
and impartially perform the duties of this office,
as such duties are prescribed by law,
as such duties are prescribed by law,
to the best of my judgment, skill, and ability.
to the best of my judgment, skill, and ability.
Perfect. You are the man.
Well,
Your
thanks.
applause right there.
Play ball. Well, that's the other thing. So do you need election council to do that too?
All right.
Yes. Gary,
Next to
Yeah.
Gary
Steve.
and Steve. So, you may raise your right hand and get ready to, yep. Hi, Eric.
I,
I,
Gary Gazowski,
Steve Sowers,
Do affirm that I am a citizen of the United States of America and the state of Washington.
do affirm that a citizen of the United States of America and a citizen of South.
the state of Washington.
Washington State.
That I am legally qualified to assume the office,
I'm
That I'm
legally qualified to assume the office,
Position 4,
position 4,
Town of South Cle Elum.
town of South Cle
Council
Elum.
Position 3, Town of South Cle Elum.
That I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the state of Washington.
That I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the state of Washington.
And that I will faithfully, diligently, and impartially
Faithfully,
Faithfully,
diligently,
diligently,
and
and
impartially
impartially,
perform the duties of this office,
as such duties are prescribed by law,
as such duties are prescribed
by law,
to the best of my judgment,
to the best of my judgment,
skill, and ability.
skill,
and ability.
Right,
So help me God. God,
there you
God
go.
help us. Thank you.
so you need to,
Oh, I gotta sign that? That's
you
him.
need to sign
There we go.
there.
Okay.
And then Jim will have his sign in at the bottom. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
And you all got certificates of election.
We do? Wow.
So you're legit.
Are they good at the cottage?
They ask if your ID, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Office. Order. Done. Roll call, please.
Lear.
Here.
Cook.
Here.
Sellers.
Here.
Ellenbogen.
Yep.
Sowski.
Here.
Williams.
Here.
He's present.
Okay. We need to have approval or disapproval of this evening's agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as printed. I'll second that.
Moved and seconded that the agenda be approved as it is. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I have a question.
Yes, sir?
Is this the month we do mayor pro tem for another year?
You would ask that question, wouldn't you? I don't know. Didn't we do that for like a term of 6 years the last time?
I didn't think it was
feels
that
like
short.
it.
I thought it
12 years?
was 12 years. I think it was 12 years, yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I thought we did.
Maybe we should,
It was like 12 years or till death do us
This
part.
time, next time, whatever. This time, next time,
Yeah.
whatever you'd like.
Yeah, that was the question. Okay, in that case, yes, I approve.
what,
You
Okay,
can't
well,
hide
the
behind
next-
that paper you're holding
The
up
next
with.
meeting we'll do it.
oh, put it on the agenda.
I'll put it
next
on there.
meeting.
Make sure you're gone, Steve, we'll put you in. Since we know you can run meetings so well.
A footnote under new business, just put whoever's the mayor pro tem is the mayor pro tem.
Well, we all know who that is.
All right, the agenda's been approved. We have no public hearings that I know about. No. Correspondence, notice of application from Kittitas County Community Development Services. Oh, that's the West Side Solar thing. Apparently that's go through the process.
They're working their way through it, yeah. I got one of these in the mail.
And there's a public hearing January 23rd at 6 PM down in the courthouse.
Public hearing, yeah, not in bold print.
No?
Written comments were December the 19th. Required permits. So everybody's aware of that. If you wanna weigh in on that, you go to the public hearing. An open record hearing.
Funny how that's proper, that's land up here in Upper County. Yeah, we gotta go to Ellensburg to have a hearing on it.
County,
County seat.
County government.
Huh?
county,
Let me see.
it's county, so
Yeah.
every Ellsworth,
I get that, I get that.
yeah,
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
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 But you know, there'd be them, thems and us.
Yes.
That's the way that works. Anyway, that's what that is. Any questions there? Any other correspondence? We have no people here. Minutes of the previous 2 meetings, it looked like to me, unless did I space something out?
No, the one I think we forgot to sign.
Okay.
We approved and then forgot to sign.
I'll move we accept the minutes of the previous meeting as written.
Second.
Moved and seconded that the minutes of the previous meetings be accepted as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. Reports. Scott?
Been pretty darn quiet. Moved a little snow around, and our 2019 sewer flows were 200,000 gallons below our 5-year annual average. That's a good thing, but it was a relatively dry year. And we pumped 7 acre-feet over what we used this year from the wells. So we've got a,
So we got 7 acre-feet in the bank.
along with, I think we got 26 acre-feet more
Okay.
from the past.
Good. Good, thank you. Dora?
I have nothing either.
Mr. Fire Chief?
Mr. Mayor and Council, for the month of December, we had 2 calls for service. One of them was a mistake, and I've notified KidCom. For last year, total we had 83 calls for service for the year, and that's not taking out the mistakes that I've already notified KidCom. So we were paged 83 times last year. So we'll be a little less hoping this year. So, but that's where we stand with the calls for service.
Great. Thank you, sir. Mr. Police Chief.
So good news, our new hire, David Holland, should be starting by the end of the month. So he came in and did his final paperwork and fingerprints and all that stuff yesterday. So we're excited to get him on board. We haven't had a meeting for a while, so the Christmas parade was well attended this year. Seemed to be good weather. Lots of people came out. Thankfully, no fires, even though they launched fireworks from a rooftop. They're a little concerned with that, but it went really well. Fireworks show was actually, in my opinion, better than the 4th of July. Those that got to see it. New Year's was pretty busy for us. We ended up getting a couple DUIs and just over 30 calls that night for night shift. So, ended 2019, we ended with just over 4,700 calls for the year. Up from the average, but we've seen those numbers before. So, and then finally I put in front of you all the, well, I'm calling it Adopt a City program. And what it boils down to is I'm having 2 officers assigned to each city to be used as a tool, as a direct communication link between the cities and the police department. And those officers will be available to help any type of problem, not necessarily have to be police issues, that the cities might identify. This program will coincide with all our different social media aspects that are going into place this year, to include Facebook, Twitter, and of course we'll be getting our own web page. So, and my hope is with this program, if we can identify the issue and get it solved before it comes and grows to be a bigger issue and starts drawing complaints, if we can nip that in the bud and just make for a better place to live. So that's what our hope is here.
Perfect. That sounds, could I say proactive? That's what we're looking at. I like it.
And in addition to that, the public relations aspect of it, each of the officers will also be reviewing the city's ordinances to look at what ordinances are working, which aren't, what needs to be in place, what maybe some that need to go away. You know, spitting on the sidewalk is still on the books from.
Well, we still have a sidewalk.
Yeah, so those type of things. But so another perfect example, and I'll use South Cle Elum, your ordinance for the nuisance ordinances. Guys, I really like that ordinance. The whole procedure behind it, everything you've done, it's well thought out. And it's a really good ordinance, and I think it's really going to hold up in court if need be. And so those officers assigned to Cle Elum and Roslyn, they can look at ordinances such as that one to help strengthen that city's ordinance, and vice versa. Cool. You know, so yeah. So that'd be something to be working with.
Combine them so it's easier to.
I'd love it if they were straight across the board. It'd be a lot easier for us, but you know, each community's got their own issues and priorities. So, you know, we respect that, and we'll work with whatever we can.
So you guys have a public relation officer or a person?
Well, we kind of all are. So,
Just wondering who's going to actually moderate your like your Facebook and.
Oh, that would be me.
Oh.
But as far as like Twitter, that's more for instantaneous. Like, perfect example where we could have used that last week when the tree went down over 2nd Street and took out power, and it shut down the road for hours. I mean, so that's something that when the officer responded, he could put up on Twitter, stay away from 2nd Street, roads closed, use alternate routes, give us, use Pine Street to go around it, that type of thing. So it'd be a more of an instantaneous information sharing tool.
Very good, thank you. Along those lines, Kirk sent me a text the other day that some representative from Shelton,
Yeah, I believe so.
somewhere over there, has introduced a bill to the House that's gonna get read, I think, next month, this month, next month. House Bill either 1248 or 1548, don't remember which one, that lays out the groundwork to form police districts,
And a regional
police force. Like we've been talking about for years and years and years, and nobody was interested, in this guy is throwing a bill through there. See if it works. If there's enough interest shown in something like that on the I-5 corridor, then guess what? It might work over here.
There's hope.
Yeah, there's hope. And that would go along with all the ordinances being aligned and all the rest of that thing. It would be a good thing. All right. Aaron.
Nothing to report.
Planning Commission. Nope. We had I don't know what I could call it. We had the occasional mayor's meeting luncheon, as it is.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
I don't know how to get this good. Shut up.
I forgot what I said. What do I do now?
My apologies. Seriously, shut up.
I followed you up to the part where we had a
Sorry.
mayor's luncheon,
Yeah.
then I lost it.
Anyway, during this, occasionally we get together informally and discuss what's going on.
Kind of a BS session.
Yes, that would be a good description of it, because nothing's done, nothing's decided. It's all in good fun.
Sure.
We all buy our own lunch. It came to light that Suncadia is selling their infrastructure, their water and their wastewater infrastructure, to a management company. And I said, well, we got a email from Roger back here not too long ago, outlined what was sort of going on. Did you see that agreement? And it said, I don't remember when it came in, around the first of the year or so, it doesn't matter. And the last line of it said, I would really like to have a signed document in my hand by the 17th of January, thank you very much. And I said, nope, not happening. So the result of this mayor's meeting, I probably shouldn't call it a result, anyway, a regional water, wastewater meeting has been, an informational meeting has been called for Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock at Cle Elum City Hall. The engineers are going to be there to tell us how that's going to work. Suncadia is going to be there to answer questions. Don't know about Northwest Natural Water, who is the outfit that's doing this. I looked at their homepage or their web page, didn't say much. They manage and maintain Sun River in several municipalities, Post Falls, on Woodby Island. They're based out of Gig Harbor, I think, or Port Orchard, somewhere over there. Anyway, to my way of thinking, this, I don't care about pipes in the ground, doesn't matter. I'm thinking what an arrangement like this how it will affect the regional aspect of our operations. To have, will those agreements change somehow? I don't know, so we're gonna find out. Anyway.
Something like that, do they actually have to ask us to accept that?
I certainly think
Because our
they
agreement is
should.
with them,
With,
the owner of the development.
well, our agreement is with Suncadia LLC or Suncadia Water Company or whoever it happens to be at the time. And it's still that way, and I don't even know who owns the joint anymore, some holding company. But it's all things we need to find out. There's no provisions in any of those agreements about allocations of how much share in the plant that everybody has. What happens if they have too much? Can they sell it? Can they trade it? Can they give it away? There's all kinds of things that aren't there that need to be there. As far as I'm concerned, if somebody's new coming down the road, because these people don't know us, we don't know them. And if we're gonna deal with them on a regional level, if we are, I don't know that that is the fact. If we're gonna continue dealing with Suncadia, then that's just fine.
They wouldn't come in here if it wasn't for anything else but money.
Well, it's been our experience that every time there's a name change of anything that has to do with that resort up there, agreements change.
Yeah,
Agreements go away.
yeah.
Uh,
They get dissolved, so to speak,
Yes, so it's worth asking some questions.
lots.
Anyway, the powers that be over there said that
Over.
up to 3 people we can take to this meeting, and that, anybody that can get there at 3 o'clock,
When is this?
Thursday.
Thursday, 3 PM, City Hall.
Yeah.
Cle Elum.
I'm gonna last probably a couple hours.
3:30 to 5:30?
3:30 or 3?
I think that's 3:30.
I looked 20 minutes ago and
I'll
I haven't
have to
slept
look. Yeah,
since then, but I
that's
don't
okay.
remember.
I looked the other day, yesterday.
We'll find out for sure, but I'd like, yeah, anybody that can get there, please.
This is at Cle Elum City Hall?
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not sure if it's 3:30 or 5:30.
Okay.
You can proxy me.
Okay. Dora, you got the
I'll go
email?
look, yeah.
Dora will let us know before we.
Well, in the past, basically, every time they've rolled ownership there, it's basically been scratching out the old name and writing in the new name on the same original agreement.
Yeah, basically,
But-
and this is different,
Would make you wonder with this outfit's,
yes.
because they're gonna have a certain amount of profit to assign to what they're doing. They're gonna be raising rates up there, or
Yeah,
they're gonna?
they're not doing it for free.
This
They better not.
Northwest Natural Water Company is a holding company that's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And they operate under Northwest Gas, as much as I could pick up off of their website. And I'd like to be looking at somebody when I hear all that stuff, so maybe it'll stick.
Interesting.
Anyway, if you can't get there, and if you have a question, let me know and I'll pass it along. So far, Scott and Dora and I, and Gary wrote it down, Dave's writing it down.
You got it wrote down, yeah.
All right,
Me too.
Jack's working, Steve will be there,
Yeah.
Lynn's working. You got any questions?
The Suncadia isn't actually supplementing operational costs anymore. That went away with the last restructuring, didn't it, of the sewer plant? Because of having to overbuild it for their projected
Supplementing,
operational costs. Remember that for a while, they were kicking in a monthly supplemental, because we had to build it for their projected
well,
growth.
you're talking about the but-for thing,
Yeah, about that.
yeah.
That went away.
I don't think so.
I don't
That's
think
still there.
so either.
The formula has changed, so it will eventually go away, like everybody thought it would never go away. So they got their little calculators out and fixed that, and Suncadia was okay with that. Because that money
Yeah, they
gets
wanted it
to
to go
them.
away.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they didn't want that, and we didn't cooperate with that. Suncadia wanted to, part of those reimbursement charges go toward knocking that debt down. So that's a good question.
What day is this meeting?
Thursday.
Thursday.
And then the capital reimbursement charges, since Katie put up that money, I assume that would still go to them then.
See, that, and nobody, well, the city of Cle Elum is wondering where all those charges are, you know, who's paid them, who hasn't, who owes money, who doesn't owe money, like they don't know. We don't owe them any money. So anyway, that's where that's gonna, we're gonna find out.
Ought to be interesting.
Yeah. It should be. I have nothing else. Anybody from the council have something?
I think we got a meeting we gotta go to.
Why don't you just stop that big yellow thing right in front of the building over there, bring all the kids in.
Yeah, there you go.
Set them down, give them a banana or an orange or something, let them listen.
Sugar.
Yeah, get them sugar.
Sugar them up, they get enough at school now.
Treats. Any other reports? All right, no other reports, we'll move on to claims.
All of the claims against the town be allowed and checks drawn on the town treasury for the same.
I second that.
It's moved that claims against the town be allowed and checks drawn on the town treasury for the same. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. Unfinished business? Have none? Good. Moving on to new business. We already discussed the water sewer regional meeting. I would just love to walk in the door with the whole posse there and yeah, see the reaction. All right, moving down the list, ordinance number 598, the water sewer rate schedule, which I assume includes the 3% annual.
Yeah, and it's, all it is just to put in the attachment, you know, for the most part,
Yeah.
yeah. For the new rate. So it's gonna go up, the total water and sewer total are gonna go up $4.04.
Okay.
A couple dollars for each one.
Can I sign this one, or you got one over there to sign?
I got one right here.
I move that we adopt ordinance 598,
Oh, whoops, there's the name.
adjusting the water and sewer rates.
I'll second.
Then moved and seconded that ordinance number 598 be adopted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. All right, Kittitas County EMS and Trauma Care Payment Agreement. Oh, we have an adjustment. No, never mind. Circle back on
I
that
think
one.
there's two of them for you to sign, Manager.
Their assistant, EMS assistant got quite a pay bump there. Must be putting in a few more hours than they expected or something.
I think, didn't Cheryl say she was gonna kind of slow down a little bit? And
When I heat it,
burn
I'll
yourself?
leave that. Yeah, it's crazy how much.
It doesn't matter, it's
Yeah.
just kind of interesting there. Yeah, the cost of living for the coordinators, nice to get, but the other one's a little bit more of a cost of living.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So it must have moved from semi-part-time to
So I said they
almost
must be getting a few
full-time.
more hours than they
Yeah.
anticipated. Which is fine too, if it's needed.
Water bill went up less than $100. No, actual, yeah. Oh, never mind.
I move that we authorize the mayor to sign our EMS agreement for this coming year.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded that the mayor is allowed to sign the EMS and trauma care payment agreement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. Let's see.
We didn't comment on the police report, we're interested.
I liked it.
I looked at it.
Any questions? Comments?
Looks good. Your name's not on there, is it? Okay.
It's,
I think he was one of the 3 welfare checks.
AKA, also known as.
it just runs the neighbors off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Poor Jack.
I appoint planning commission members, don't I? Okay. All right, public comment. Any other new business? Okay, failing that, we don't need an executive session. If there's nothing else for the good of the order, we're adjourned.
Okay. I've got,
No.